Good afternoon, everyone. It is with great joy and pride that I welcome you all to this year's Adult Education Graduation Ceremony. Today, we celebrate not only academic achievement, but also perseverance, growth, and the power of second chances. This moment is a testament to the hard work and commitment of our graduates and the community that supported them every step of the way. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize and introduce some very special guests who have joined us today. Please join me in welcoming Emily Nelson, the newly appointed Secondary Education Director for Elko County School District. Next, we are honored to have with us Matt McCarty, President of the Elko County School District Board. Also joining us is Adriana Stanfill, a valued member of the Elko County School District Board. Thank you all for your leadership and for supporting the mission of adult education in our district. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge key individuals who have been essential partners in the adult education process. From Great Basin College, Tony Milano, the Interim Director of Academic Success. Thank you, Tony, for your steadfast support. And Carrie Bruno, the newly appointed Director of Great Basin College, along with her dedicated staff. We're grateful for the ongoing collaboration and shared vision of our student success. Finally, I'd like to express my heartfelt appreciation for two individuals who have played an indispensable role behind the scenes as volunteers, mentors, and pillars of support. Anna Brybieska, out there with the camera on, and Sophia Wintermote Brybieska, behind the scenes. Though unpaid, their contributions have been truly priceless. Thank you both for everything you do. As we continue through our program, we'll hear stories of triumph and transformation that speak to the heart of what adult education is all about. Let's begin this celebration. Please join me in welcoming Emily Nilsson to the podium.
We're going to lift this up a little bit. There we go. Good afternoon, graduates. What an incredible honor it is to be with you this afternoon. Not just as the new Secondary Director of Education, but someone who is genuinely inspired by the moment we're celebrating. Tonight is not just about a diploma. It is about your drive, your persistence, and your belief in what is possible. You've reached this milestone that reflects not just knowledge, but growth, commitment, and courage. Each of you brings a different story, a different journey. But what unites you is your decision to keep moving forward, to show up, and to finish strong. That deserves real recognition. As you leave here tonight, hold your head high. You didn't just finish something, you built a foundation for what comes next. Congratulations, class of 2025. You've made us proud.
Thank you, Ms. Nelson, for sharing your insights, and congratulations to the graduates. I look forward to working with you and our future adult education graduates. Please join me in welcoming Matt McCarty up to the podium.
I'll try to keep this short and sweet because I know that you all have somewhere else you want to probably be. But I wanted to say thank you very much for the invitation, and I'm honored to be here as well. Congratulations on this incredible achievement. At some point in the past, perhaps more than once, life threw obstacles in your path that kept you from earning this diploma and certificate. Nevertheless, you didn't let that be the end of your story. You persevered, and today you are here. For many of you, this journey may have felt like a series of starts and stops. However, even when progress didn't feel steady, you were still moving forward because you never gave up. And if life has taught us anything, it's that progress doesn't always come in a straight line. What matters is that you keep going. And today, you have reached a milestone that is truly worth celebrating. In closing, no matter what happens next, remember this moment. You've committed yourself to learning. You've earned this certificate and this diploma. And as B.B. King once said, the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. So carry that with you. Let today remind you of what's possible and start working on tomorrow's goal. Congratulations, class of 2025.
On behalf of the graduates, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to you, Board President McCarty, for sharing your time and insights at our adult education ceremony. We are honored that you and Board Member Stanfield chose to join us to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates. Now that we've acknowledged the amazing individuals and partners who have helped make this program possible, it is time to hear from the heart of this ceremony, our graduates. Graduates who are willing to speak, please come up to the stage. Each of them has walked a unique path to get here today. Their stories are powerful reminders that it's never too late to pursue your goals, overcome challenges, and take pride in your accomplishments. So I'd like to invite a few of our graduates to share their reflections, experiences, and what this milestone means to them. Please join me in welcoming our first graduate speaker. Nicholas? You're changing, okay, all right. You guys want to come have a seat over there? This is Nicholas Andrus.
Is this thing on? All righty. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a tremendous honor for you to be here and listen to the great speaker, the best speaker, give a wonderful speech for a great crowd and a tremendous district. I'm sorry, Miss Wintermote, I may have left that out of the speech. All righty. So now that I have everyone's attention, where should I start? Let's see. Don't let your learning lead to just knowledge. Knowledge without action is a trap. It makes you feel smart, but you'll end up a fool. Let your learning lead to action, because that's where the truth wealth lies. And no, I don't mean monetary wealth. I'm talking about being wealthy in your relationships. People who stand by you through thick and thin. Wealthy in your friendships. People you can trust, laugh with, and grow alongside. Wealthy in your abilities. The skills you develop over time, turning passion into purpose. And perhaps most importantly, wealthy within yourself. Knowing who you are, what you stand for, and having the confidence to be unapologetically you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nicholas Dane Andrus, and I'm a high school dropout. How the Elko County School District allowed me to stand up here with a microphone in my hand is beyond me. It's both bizarre and incredibly irresponsible, but here we are. I know some of you are probably wondering how someone like me could stand up here and talk about wealth, action, and success, being that I couldn't even make it through 4 years of high school. Well, that's because I've learned a few things that I didn't expect to learn outside a classroom. I've learned that success doesn't come from following a set path, but from finding your own way. And I've learned that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of the process. Every mistake, every setback is a lesson in disguise. So I may not have finished high school the traditional way, but the lessons I learned along the way have shaped who I am more than any textbook ever could. With that being said, I'd like to take a journey back in time when I did attend the education system. Throughout my schooling, from elementary school to freshman year, the year I dropped out, I never went to school to get an impressive grade or even to really learn. It was a place I could socialize, joke around, and generally have fun. That's all I really cared about. So throughout the process, my grades lacked, and that's kind of putting it kindly. It wasn't that I couldn't, it's that I didn't have the motivation to pay attention to something I wasn't interested in. And still till this day, I'm like that. And for the majority of my schooling, my teachers were lackluster to say the least. However, I was also a lackluster student, so who could really blame them for giving up on teaching me? I was a stubborn little kid. Although I did get lucky enough to have some incredible teachers, notably a male math teacher named Mr. Wiley from Silver Stage Middle School in Silver Springs, Nevada. Before he was a teacher, his job was in a juvenile detention center, so safe to say he wasn't exactly nice. However, with that being said, he taught me probably one of the most important lessons I have ever learned. And that was, boys do what they want to do, and men do what they have to. If you want to succeed, be a lion, not a gazelle. That was a lesson that stuck with me, and I realized that if I ever wanted to succeed, I needed to stop acting like a kid and start thinking like an adult. It made me realize that success isn't just about doing what feels good or what's easy. Sometimes you have to do the hard things, the things you don't want to do, if you want to achieve something bigger. Now, as we stand at the edge of this chapter, ready to turn the page, I want to remind all of you that life doesn't always follow a straight line. And in fact, if it does, you might be missing out on the real lessons. It's the twists, the turns, and the bumps along the way that shape us, challenge us, and ultimately help us grow. And when we look back at this moment, whether we took the traditional route or created our own path, we'll realize that what matters most isn't the destination. It's the journey and the lessons we picked up along the way. I personally used to think I was behind, that somehow because I wasn't in a classroom, I wasn't measuring up. But let me tell you something. There is no single timeline for success. Some people find their purpose at 18, others at 40, and some might take their whole lives to discover it. But the important thing is that you're always learning, always growing, and always striving to be better than you were yesterday. So class of 2025, I want to leave you with this. The world doesn't need more people who simply follow instructions or memorize facts. The world needs people who can take what they've learned and use it to make a difference. Whether that difference is big or small, local or global, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you act. You don't wait for permission. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You grab life by the horns and make it your own. And yes, that's scary to do. It's terrifying to step out of your comfort zone and take risks, but without risks, there's no reward. And if you want to achieve anything worth having, you've got to be willing to go after it with everything you've got, even if it means failing a few times along the way. Because failure isn't your enemy. It's a sign that you're pushing yourself and that you're trying and that you're learning. The bottom line is this: we're all capable of far more than what we think. Don't let anyone or anything convince you otherwise. You have the power to create the life that you want, define your own success, and to make an impact. You just have to be willing to put in the work, take the risks, and most importantly, keep moving forward. So as we head into the next chapter of our lives, I challenge to ask yourself, what kind of wealth do I want to build? Is it wealth in knowledge, in relationships, in your abilities? Or is it simply being wealthy enough to be at peace with who you are, where you are, and what you have accomplished? The choice is yours, and trust me, it's a choice that will determine not just what you become, but who you become. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Nicholas. Next speaker, Sierra Johnson.
Okay, first of all, no one's gonna be able to top that, so let's not even try. I'm gonna make this short, sweet, and simple. So, when there's people out there that are telling you that you can't do something or that you will never accomplish something, just try and find those people that will push you no matter what. Because I know I did, and I wouldn't be sitting or standing here right now speaking to everyone here if it wasn't for those people. So when you feel like you can't do something in your life or you're not gonna go anywhere in your life, find the people that are gonna basically annoy you until you do it, because those annoying people are gonna be the ones that stand there for you. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Sierra. Next speaker, Christopher Gales.
Hello. This one is also going to be pretty short and sweet, but I wanted to thank my family and my girlfriend for motivating me and always being there for me. And I wanted to tell my fellow graduates that no matter why, how, or when we got here, I'm proud of every single one of you for doing what you had to do to move forward. And I would like to encourage you to keep following your dreams and do what you need to get there. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. And not last but least, Caden Stitzel. Come on up.
Tiny legs, I can't run very fast. Okay, first of all, I never thought I would be the type of person to stand up here in front of you all just talking either way. But I know that I am extremely grateful for my family. They are what powered me to push myself. No matter what I did, they were always behind me. Friends or family, or just people that enjoy your company. They will always be behind you, no matter what. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, graduates, for coming up and speaking. That was very brave of you. Now, it is my honor to begin the presentation of the HSC certificates and diplomas. As I call your name, please come forward to receive your high school equivalency certificate. Let's take a moment to celebrate every individual for their dedication and success. So, I'll have, no. I'm going to call you up. So, high school equivalency students, come on up. Unless you want to shake their hand. Our first high school recipient, graduate, Braxton Anderson. Nicholas Andrus. William Bingaman. Keenan Fullerton. Grace Gonzalez. Chelsea Haugen. Sonia Henderson. Atta girl. Alex Maza. Angles. JC Simmons. Courtney Smith. Atta girl. Good job, Courtney. Cadence Stitzel. Ariana Taylor. And Kiana Ullman. Good job, Kiana. Let's give him another round of applause. Good job. And now for the diploma certificates. Diploma students, come on down or up. Braxton Anderson. Again. Vanessa Escobedo. Good job, girl. Good job. Thanks for coming. Marissa Flores. Bet. Christopher Gados. Here, right? Sierra Johnson. Heather Musso. Good job, girl. JC Simmons. Good job, Jace. Another round of applause. Great job, graduates. Before we conclude today's ceremony, I want to once again thank everyone who played a role in getting our graduates here. Guests, partners, family members, and friends, and most importantly, our graduates. Graduates, you've taken an important step, not only for yourselves, but for your families and your future. Whether you're heading to college, a new career, or setting the next goal, know that this moment is a foundation. You have proven you are capable of growth, change, and achievement. Carry this confidence with you. Let it push you forward, because this is not the end, it is just the beginning. Graduates, please stand. Graduates, I would like you to turn around and face your support and give them a round of applause. Before we close, there's one more important tradition to honor. Graduates, turn around. It is the turning of the tassel, which represents your transition from student to graduate, a symbol of all you have accomplished and the potential ahead of you. At this time, please move your tassels from the right side to the left. You are now officially graduates. Woo! Congratulations again. We are so proud of you. Now please join us for photos on the stage and continue the celebration. Thank you everybody for coming. Have a good evening. Family members, you guys are welcome to take pictures on the stage with your graduates.